Chapter 2. Granger Danger. Norman and Dennis looked out of the window. A girl was standing in the front garden. She was tapping the window with a broom tied to a long stick. "Not scared, are you?" she hissed. "I thought townies weren't scared of anything." "Who's that?" said Norman. "Whoever it is, I don't like her," said Dennis. At breakfast, Norman and Dennis found out who the girl was. "This is Polly, my granddaughter," Amy told them. "Eat your breakfast, and then she'll show you round the farm." Norman and Dennis didn't want to be shown round the farm, especially not by Polly, but they didn't say so. They just kept eating their bacon and eggs. There was no bacon and eggs for Mary. "This is not a holiday," Miss Millington told her. "You can't expect to live here for nothing. We didn't ask you to come." She made Mary wear an apron, then left her to clear the table. It was just the start of the work. Norman and Dennis followed Polly around Wells Farm. She showed them the goat. They thought it looked dangerous. Then she took them to see the pigs. They hated the smell. Finally, Polly led them to the hen house. A squawking hen flapped its way out. Norman and Dennis jumped back and crashed to the ground. Polly thought it was really funny. But Norman and Dennis had had enough. So they ran away from Polly. They kept running until they reached the fields. They lay down and closed their eyes. It was safe there. No animals to bother them. Then a cow mooed. Norman opened his eyes and sat up. There were cows all round them. There was no escape. They were surrounded. "Are you frightened of cows?" Polly grinned. She made a path through the herd of cows and led Norman and Dennis to safety. From then on, they were friends. Norman, Dennis and Polly heard a car roar into the farmyard. It was Mr. Granger. He had come to collect the rent. They listened from behind his car. Granger wanted Amy Hobbs to leave Wells Farm. "An old woman can't run a farm properly," he said. He offered her £300 to move, but Amy didn't want to go. "It's my home," she said. Granger was angry. "You'll wish you'd gone when you had the chance," he threatened. Norman, Dennis and Polly hated Granger. They decided to help Amy by doing jobs around the farm. But Granger had plans of his own. Plans that only he and Miss Millington knew about. That night, as Norman and Dennis lay in bed, something was happening out in the fields. Someone was cutting through a fence with a pair of wire cutters. Somebody was out to cause trouble.